various branches of biology one by one. Okay, so here I have written the studies. Okay, and here I have written the names of the branches. Okay, so now let's study it one by one. So first of all, we are going to study is, student, what do you know? Do you know what is the name of study of the grasses? So which field of biology? Okay, it will study the grasses. What is the name of the study of grasses? So the correct answer is, the study of grasses is known as agrostology. Okay, so if somebody asks you, name the branch of science that will study the grasses, you have to write agroastrology. Okay, and the second branch of science or biology, okay, that will study the ticks and the mites. What do you know, what's the name of that branch? The name of that branch is acarology. Okay, so if somebody asks you what is acarology, you have to tell that it is the branch of science that deal with the study of the ticks and the mites. Okay, now this I think everybody know the name. Okay, so the next is the study of farming. Okay, so the study of farming is known as agriculture. So I already told you this is very simple. Okay, the fourth one is the study of the airborne organisms. Okay, so the branch of science that deal with the study of airborne organism is known as aerobiology. Okay, so it means, student, air, and biology, it's a branch of science. Okay, so aerobiology. So the name itself indicates most of the cases that what it is going to study. So now the fifth one is the study of algae. Okay, so the study of algae, the name I told you, the name will indicate. Okay, so the study of algae, that branch is known as algalogy. Okay, so logy is the study, and the branch of science that study the algae is known as algalogy. Okay, so next, what is the branch of science that deals with the study of anesthesia? So student, you know what is anesthesia? Anesthesia is the induction of numbness in the body. So before the surgical processes, okay, or before any, going for like if you have some wound and there it requires the stitches, so the doctor will give you some anesthesia. Okay, so that the pain will not be caused. Okay, so the branch of science that deals with the study of anesthesia is known as anesthesiology. Okay, this is clear. Okay, now the next is, can you name the study of the male reproductive organ? The branch of science that will deal with the study of the male reproductive organs. So the branch of science that deals with the male reproductive organ is known as andrology. Okay, so student, these questions are often asked in the examinations. Okay, in as a multiple choice question or one word also. Okay, so I already told you that the name of the branch of the science is mostly in the name itself only. Okay, so now we are going to study what's the branch of science that deal with the study of the aphids. Okay, so the study of the aphids, the branch of science that is dealing with it is known as aphidology. Okay, so the name itself is indicated that what it is going to study. So there are so many people live, so can anybody tell me the what is the branch of science that deal with the blood vascular system? So this is very common. I think those who are not from the science stream also, they should know this. So the branch of science that deals with the blood study of the blood vascular system is known as angiology. Okay, so you all know that if somebody has the heart problem, then the doctor often will recommend the angioplasty. So angio means the heart related study. Okay, so logy we all know is the study, and angio is the blood vascular system study. Okay, now the next 10th one is the study of bees. So this is also very common. We all love honey, right? So honey we are getting from the bees. Okay, so the branch of science that deals with the study of the bees is known as apiculture. Okay, so what it is known as? It is known as apiculture. So next, student, the study of the aquatic species. So the branch of science that deals with the study of the aquatic species is known as aquaculture. Okay. Now, can anybody name the study of the branch of science that deal with the study of joints? Okay, I will tell you. So we all know that the joints, they will be covered in the field of science that is known as arthrology. Okay. So arthro. So if you have or somebody in your family, the elder ones, they will have some bone related issues. So you will go to arthrology department because they will study the joints. Okay. The next is, can you name the branch of science that deal with the study of monuments? So this all we all know, right? We have seen lots of series also over this. So the branch of science that will deal with the study of the monuments is known as archaeology. Okay. Okay, so now this is tricky one. So can anybody tell me what's the branch of science that deals with the study of spiders? So there are so many spiders, right? The smaller one, the bigger ones. So there is a particular branch of studies, branch of science that will study the spiders. What are the different types of spiders? Some are venomous, poisonous also, right? So the branch of science that deals with the study of the spider is known as araenology. Okay, what does it know? It is known as araenology. Okay, so next is the study of the soil management for the crop production. So suppose there is a land, okay student, and you don't know like what this land is suitable for cultivation of what types of crop. So here the branch of science that is known as agronomy, it will play an important role. Okay, so this branch will study the types of soil and how it is has to be managed for particular kind of crop. Okay, now the 16th is which branch of science, student? We have to tell the name that will study the evolution of the human races. So the anthropology, this is very important question, student. So this is mostly asked in the examination. Okay, what is anthropology? So anthropology will study the evolution of the human races, okay, over a period of time. So the next is 17th one is the branch of science, okay, that will study the biochemical process. So the branch of science that will deal with the study of the biochemical process is known as, student, the biochemistry. Okay. Now the 18th is the study of the climatic effect on living beings. Okay. So I already told you that most of the time the name will indicates, okay, what it is studying. Okay, so logy, we all know logy is logy is study. Okay, so that's the branch of science that will deal with the effect of climatic being on living being is known as bioclimatology. Okay, so bio means life, okay, and climatology is the effect of climate on the living being. Okay, so bioclimatology. So I hope it is clear to you. Then this is very interesting. The study of energy flow. So the study of energy flow is known as the branch of science that deals with it is known as bioenergetics. Okay. So the next is study of bacteria. Okay. So which branch? This is also very common, right? So this nowadays I think the syllabus has changed a lot. So this I think primary grade student can also tell that the study of the bacteria is known as bacteriology. Okay. Then comes the study of frog. So this is bit tougher, I think. So I think many of you will not be able to answer this. So what is the branch of science that deals with the study of frogs? So the branch of science that deals with the study of frog is known as batrachology. Okay, batrachology. Then comes the study of the biostatics. Okay, so biostatics, the branch of science that deals with the study of the biostatistics is known as biometrics. Okay, then comes the bionomics. So student, what is bionomics? The bionomics is the study of the ecology. So this is all in this live stream. So you can see we studied around 23 branch of science. Okay, that deals with the study of various biological system. So I see somebody just messaged Hanmana. This is what I can see. That can you do something for 7th grade, please? Of course, if you want, I can just make a full length video chapters or MCQ, whatever. You can just mention in the comment section. Okay. So I will just try to make it. I will start with the MCQ only, because if you read it thoroughly, the MCQ will help you in the passing the various examinations also. Okay. And if you want the elaborated chapters, I will try to cover that also. So this is all in this live stream. So if you have any doubts, we'll continue tomorrow. Okay. And we'll try to cover around 100 branches of science. Okay. So these names, even if you're not a science student, you should know all these names. Okay. So thank you for being present there. Bye bye.